So how was 2025 for you? Did you maybe feel a little bit stuck? Like you're constantly looking over your shoulder, comparing yourself to others, and feeling like you're falling behind? Well, if that sounds familiar, this is for you. We're about to dive into a really powerful story and 7 key questions from the legendary management expert, Peter Drucker. The goal? To help you make 2026 your best year yet. Let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? You're just scrolling through your phone and you see it, that pang of jealousy, that little voice of self-doubt. You see friends with new cars, amazing vacations, and you just get this sinking feeling, that fear of missing out, that you're somehow being left behind. Well, believe me, you are not alone. And that exact feeling? That's where our story begins today. Okay, so picture this. Our story starts with a crow, and he is just heartbroken, weeping by a tree. A wise old man happens to be walking by, and he just can't ignore the crow's sadness. So he walks up and asks a very simple question. Why are you crying? And the crow just pours its heart out. It talks about how much it hates its black feathers, its harsh voice, how it feels completely worthless compared to all the other birds. It's tried so hard to change, to be more like a graceful swan or a beautiful nightingale, but it's just no use. The crow feels totally lost, without any purpose, and just completely alone. So the wise man listens patiently to the crow's story. And then he presents him with a challenge. He pulls out a little magical potion and tells the crow, "Go out into the world. Find me just one bird that is genuinely, truly happy with its life. Bring me a single feather from that happy bird, and I promise you, I will use this potion to transform you into it." And just like that, a spark of hope ignites in the crow. This could be it. It immediately flies off, so excited to start its new life. Its first stop? A beautiful, serene lake where it sees the one bird it has always wanted to be. The crow flies right up to the swan, just gushing about its beautiful, pure white feathers. The crow says, "You must be the happiest bird in the entire world." But the swan's answer is, well, it's a shock. It says, "Happy? This white color? It's the color of surrender, of death. It's totally lifeless. I wish I had real colors, bright reds and greens, like a parrot. Now that bird, that's a happy bird." Okay, so the crow is a little confused, but it flies off into the jungle to find a parrot. And when it does, it starts praising the parrot's amazing colors, saying how they bring smiles to everyone's faces. "You must be so happy." But the parrot just shakes its head. It explains that those beautiful colors are the very reason it's a target. Humans want to trap it, put it in a cage. It has no freedom. "Look," the parrot says, "if you really want to find a happy bird, go find the peacock." So the crow continues its search, and finally, it finds the peacock. It is absolutely blown away by its beauty. The crow calls it the king of beauty, praising its jewel-like feathers. This has to be it, right? This must be the happiest bird in the world. And this is where the story delivers its biggest twist. The peacock looks at the crow and says, "Happy? This beauty? This beauty is my worst enemy. I live every single day in fear. Hunters are always after me, and they don't want to put me in a cage. They want to kill me and pull these feathers right out of my dead body." Then the peacock looks the crow right in the eyes and says, You are the lucky one. No one is hunting you. No one is trying to cage you. You have something that is absolutely priceless. You have freedom." You can imagine, the crow flies back to the wise man, totally defeated. It's convinced the whole world is broken. But the wise man offers a different idea. He says, the world isn't broken, your focus is broken. He explains that the secret isn't trying to change the world around you, it's learning how to manage yourself. And that's the real lesson, isn't it? True happiness doesn't come from trying to be someone else. It comes from really understanding and managing who you already are. That's the core of self-management. But okay, how do you actually do that? Well, the wise man explains it all starts with 7 simple questions. So to help the crow understand these 7 questions, the wise man decides to introduce him to some other friends in the forest. It turns out, each one of them holds a piece of the puzzle to figuring yourself out. First, they meet a squirrel. Now, this squirrel used to wish it could fly, but then it discovered its real superpower, an unbelievable memory for where it buried thousands of nuts. And this leads to our first 3 questions. Number 1, what are your strengths? For the squirrel, it's that amazing memory. Number 2, how do you perform at your best? Well, the squirrel does best by focusing its energy on what it's great at. And number 3, What are your values? For the squirrel, it's all about freedom and family, not being someone's pet. And the lessons keep coming. Question 4. Where do you belong? Think about it. A fish can't thrive on land. You've got to find your own water. Question 5. What can you contribute? Just look at an ant colony. Every single ant has a vital role to play. Question 6. What is your responsibility for your relationships? We should be like doves, building each other up, not tearing each other down. And finally, question 7. What will your second life be? The caterpillar actively plans its transformation into a butterfly. What's your next big chapter? So with all of these new ideas swirling in its head, the crow looks at its own reflection in the lake, and it realizes it was never broken. It was just lost, completely lost in comparing itself to everyone else. And for the first time, a sense of peace just washes over it. And then, with this incredible new clarity, the crow says to itself, you know what? Maybe I can't become a swan, and maybe I shouldn't even want to. But what I can do is become the absolute best crow in the entire world. Just like that, its focus shifted completely from comparing to improving.
And that brings us right back to you. As we look ahead to 2026, the question isn't, how can I become the best version of someone else? The real question, the one that changes everything, is this: what will it take for you to become the absolute best version of you?